In our process of discerning a new vision for St Jude's Church as we move forward after the pandemic, we have already decided that our purpose is going to be that we aim to make Jesus the heart of Southsea. Making Jesus the heart of Southsea is a big purpose to have. And the next step in this process was to define the values that we want to hold as we seek to achieve this. Values are the things that drive behaviours. Values are the things that shine through, that show us our identity and who we are. And as we looked at all of the feedback from the times of prayer and people seeking God's voice in this, the vision group were really struck that there were two key themes and ideas that seemed to come through. One was of light and God's word. The other was of water flowing from St Jude's, and these were linked with God's Spirit. In the end, the vision group proposed to the PCC that we should think about having 6 values. But the PCC and the staff team group, as they discussed this, decided that this was too complicated. There were too many to remember, and it was just too difficult to hold them all in your head. And so they kicked it back to us, and the vision group decided that we would instead just stick to these 2 core values, that we would be a church who would be biblically based, and we would be a church that was Spirit-led, that we would be a church of the Word and the Spirit. These 2 are the values from which everything else flows. For if we're seeking to obey all that God's Word leads us into, then we're following Jesus in his command. And if we are open to the Spirit, then we're allowing him to push us into the places that he wants us to go, and seeking his vision and his purposes for us at all times. So these are going to be our values as we move forward, that we would be biblically based and Spirit-led. They're put together in this visual representation of how they fit together. And these are the values that we're going to take on into discerning our vision itself. This is going to be a crucial part of this whole process, as we'll need to seek those things that are specific for St Jude's to step into. And there may be things that we need to lay down. So do continue to pray and seek God's will for us at St Jude's, and pass on any messages to Adam or myself or to the office email, because we love to hear from all of your feedback so that we can put that all together with the vision group and take it to the PCC and the staff team. And through this process, we will seek to become all that God longs for us to be here at St Jude's, to reflect his light and life and love out into this community. So thank you for your help so far. Be encouraged that we're making progress, and we move on in making Jesus the heart of Southsea with those 2 values, to be biblically based and Spirit-led.